Hilchos Lulav Perek Zayin Halacha Chav Zayin. Also, lechol esrog kol yom hashvi. One cannot eat the esrog on the seventh day, even though you finish making the bracha. Neishuk tzula mixas hayom, because it became muktzah for part of the day. Let's go to the Peirush. Ubishmini, however, on mixas hayom muktzah kulo, the kulo therefore became muktzah for the entire day. Ubishmini, on Shmini Atzeres, it's mutar ba'achila. One is permitted to eat it because you don't have sukkahs any longer. Today that we have Shmini Atzeres 2 days, even though we don't take the lulav on the 8th day, but it might be the 7th day, esrog is also. It's forbidden to be eaten b'shmini. Just like it was forbidden on the 8th day, lest to be the 7th day, in a time when they didn't know which day was the actual day, and they kept 2 days out of doubt. Maybe it's the 7th day. Today, even though we know what day it is, still, since in the past this was the way they did it, therefore on the 8th day you cannot eat the esrog in Chutz La'aretz. Magen Mishnah cites Sukkah 46b. Amar Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan said esrog on the 7th day is forbidden, on the 8th day it's mutar. Reish Lakish says even on the 8th day it's mutar after you kept the mitzvah. And that's the halachas Rabbi Yochanan. Amar Abaye. According to us, that there are 2 days of Yom Tov. Shmini is the suffix of the Shvi. It's forbidden. Suffix Shmini is mutar. The Chain Nifsik b'Gemara. That's what we find in the Gemara. The Magen Mishnah questions, if that's the case, why don't we take a lulav on the 8th day? Maybe it's a suffix, maybe it's the 7th day. In Chutz La'aretz, you sit in the sukkah on the 8th day, many do. The answer is that sukkah all 7 days is minater, therefore machmer on the 8th day. However, lulav outside of Yerushalayim, outside of Beis Hamikdash or Yerushalayim, according to some, would it be only 1 day, and therefore the 8th day that they weren't stringent about. Because the Mishnah adds another reason. In lulav there's an issa tiltal to move it, whereas sukkah, sitting in the sukkah, you're not moving it. In the text that we have before us, it says the esrog is also on the 8th day, just like it's also on the 8th day at the time that they had 2 days of Yom Tov. The Kesher the Mishnah adds the way it was also on the 7th day, and it has the same meaning, because the 8th, 7th, and 8th days is when, that's why we're not sure. Therefore, the 8th day might be the 7th day, and therefore it's also on the 8th day. The difference, Hifrish Shiva Esrogim Shivas Yom. If a person set aside 7 Esrogim for each day a different Esrog, each one of them he can eat, he can use it for that day. And the next day he can eat it. Now the Magen Mishnah cites a Gemara in Sukkah 46b. If he set aside 7 Esrogim for 7 days, Amarav, each one he would yoytze boy and he can eat it right away. Arasi says each one he eats, he's yoytze and eats it the next day. The Riv Paskins, like codifies Halacha, Asi can only eat the next day, because Rabbi Yochanan agrees with him. He says esrog on the 7th day is also even after you fulfill your obligation, because part of the day was also, therefore it's also the whole day, and this would apply to all the other days as well. Nagos Maimonides brings from the Ra'im that is forbidden to take from the Arova, benefit from the Arova after you use it, if he didn't make a condition beforehand that he did not set it aside for the whole day, and because otherwise once it became muktzah for part of the day, it's muktzah the rest of the day as well. This is to disagree with those that use the willow to roast meat. The Ivak would use the Arova of Machon Nesher HaGodol and of the lulav to make from them pens for mitzvah, and to burn the chometz, like in the Gemara in Shabbos 117b. Since it was used for a mitzvah, one mitzvah, let's use it for a different mitzvah. And just like belechem, that you make the eruv, tavshilin, you did a mitzvah, and therefore you use it for a suda. Agos Maimonides points out, he was questioned if you can eat an esrog on someone's Torah that happened on Sunday, when the Shmini Atzeres on Shabbos. Since it was forbidden to be eaten in Chutz Loretz on Shabbos, which is the 8th day, there's a reason to say it should be also Mishum Achono, preparation. Just you didn't prepare it, just like Beya. It only became mutter on Sunday, and therefore, at that point, it can no longer be used. So he says that egg that was born on Shabbos, it's something new, or pairs that fell off. There is a rectification for Shabbos. Here, it's just muktzah before Shabbos, and therefore there's nothing rectified on Shabbos. And you would be able to use it on Sunday. It's also not forbidden because through Shabbos Yom Tov are one. It's like one long day, and since it was also on Shabbos, also Yom Tov, you don't say that because the halacha is like Dalet Zkeinu Kabbalah, that Shabbos and Yom Tov are two separate sanctities. And even those who are of the opinion that Shabbos and Yom Tov are one extended sanctity, it wasn't set aside on Shabbos because since it was used for part of the day, meaning it was forbidden, it was muktzah at the beginning of Shabbos, Bein HaShmoshes, it's forbidden the whole day. Just like we find Sukkah. Even at Yisrael, Sukkah is also on the 8th day. Since it's sunset, you can't use it, and therefore, until it's definitely night, it's hooks to the mitzvah. Maybe you'll find a need to eat in the Sukkah Bein HaShmoshes of Shmini Atzeres. And since it's muktzah Bein HaShmoshes, it remains muktzah to the whole day. Therefore, the muktzah was Bein HaShmoshes because of itself. Bein HaShmoshes, he could have kept the mitzvah of Sukkah, therefore it remains muktzah. But when Shmini Atzeres is on Shabbos and Bein HaShmoshes, or Motzei Shabbos, the Issa is Sofik muktzah. Maybe it's still Shabbos, but not because the esrog itself is forbidden. Because on someone's Torah you don't say, therefore on someone's Torah you do not say, since it was also on Shabbos, is because it was also before Bein HaShmoshes, therefore it becomes also on someone's Torah. Therefore, it's simple that Agos Maimonides brings from Shuvas of Shimshon ben Avram that on the Yom HaTshi, even when Shmini Atzeres on Shabbos, the esrog is mutar ba'achila. The Magen Mishnah cites Rishonim, are of the opinion that even in Chutz Loretz, the Sukkah is osura on the 9th day, like Sukkah and Eretz Yisrael in the 8th day, which is forbidden. However, esrog, everyone agrees, is mutar ba'achila on the 9th day. Because esrog is mutar ba'achila on the 8th day, the Bnei Eretz Yisrael, who have a minhag of only one day. Therefore, Bnei Chutz Loretz, who keep 2 days, the esrog is also ba'achila on the 8th day, and on the 9th day it's permitted. That's why it's only forbidden on the 8th day and not on the 9th. Ubiya Rabbeinu Menoyach. Rabbeinu told us, esrog nisha muktzah l'chol zayin yomim. The esrog remains muktzah all 7 days. Afilu im nifsal acher shenot levi marishon ha'asheni. Even if it became postal afterwards, and it can't be used for its mitzvah. Shulchan Aruch in 665 codifies the halacha esrog on the 7th day is also ba'achila because it was muktzah for part of the 7th day. Even if it became postal after they did the mitzvah, it's also all 7 days. On the 8th day, it's mutar. Now, Chutz Loretz, we keep 2 days because we're not sure about the 8th is the 7th or not. It's mutar on the 9th day, even if the 8th day was on Shabbos and the 9th day is on Sunday. And there are those who forbid on Sunday because of preparation. If you set aside 7 esrogim for 7 days, each one, after he finishes using it, he can eat it the next day. But it's forbidden because it's muktzah for that day. Mechaber adds in Siftes, those who say it's forbidden to have benefit from the arova after it's used, if he didn't make a condition to begin with, he should be able to use it. Because since it was muktzah for part of the day, it's muktzah the entire day. The Gemara cites that the minig is to put it away for making matzahs or to do a mitzvah. That means to heat up the matzah oven. In many kilas, they use the Yishanas, they throw it on their own kodesh, it's brought down to Hamim and Hogim, it's a shmira for the place.